Before we take you to the actual grammar section, we want to go back to very fundamental parts of grammar, that is parts of speech. You would have learned this at a very young age in school and probably forgotten, so we'll quickly run you through what are the parts of speech. There is an additional one here. This is, of course, what you have: noun, pronoun, preposition, verb, adjective, adverb, and conjunction. And there is interjection. Some of you will come up with that, yes, but it's not tested on the SAT, and it's not important. So it's not being taken up here. What are each of these? What is a noun? A noun is a naming word. It can be the name of a person, baby, or it can be the pronoun also, a proper noun also, Mary. It can be the name of an animal. There you have a horse. It can be the name of a place, school, garden, etc. Or it can be the name of a thing, table, pen, pencil, water bottle, etc. Now, nouns can be abstract. What do you mean by abstract? They could indicate a concept. You can have gravity, you can have osmosis, or they could indicate an emotion. You can have happiness, pride, or they could also be a quality. An abstract noun can be a quality such as intelligence, depth, height, etc. Or it can be a state, equilibrium, a state of equilibrium, or so many other examples. So please remember that nouns are not just names of animals, places, things, etc., but can be names of abstract things. We move on to pronouns. What are pronouns? A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. Instead of repeating the same noun over and over again, you use a noun. For example, examples of pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, they, etc., and various forms like I can become me and mine and my. He can become his, him, etc. So those are the various forms also of these very same pronouns. Example, John goes for a walk with John's dog. No, you wouldn't say that. Instead, you would say, John goes for a walk with his dog. Then you have prepositions. As the word indicates, it's like the preposition. It's actually indicating the position of an object with respect to something else. So a preposition is a short word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. For example, you can have in, on, to, under, over, around, etc. Examples: the table. The book is kept on the table. It shows the relationship of the book towards the table, or it's on the table. The teacher is in the classroom. So it's the relationship between the teacher and the classroom, and the word in is used. So these are words that determine the position of an object or a person. So we are done with nouns, pronouns, prepositions, and now we move on to verbs. A verb is generally called a doing word or an action word. For example, play, study, talk, cry. John plays football. The action that he performs is play, playing. So play is acting as a verb in that sentence. But please remember there are also words of existence, verbs that are not strictly doing verbs. For example, John is intelligent, the roads are good. Here the verbs, there's no action. Is, the word is acting as a verb. The word are is acting as a verb. So please remember that not all verbs have to indicate action. Verbs such as is, are, am, was, and were simply indicate, they're all forms of the verb to be. So, but they are verbs, just remember that. Then we move on to adjectives. Adjectives are, or an adjective is a word that describes a noun, just a noun, nothing else. So what we're trying to say is any description of anything else would not be an adjective, not any other word. For example, beautiful, difficult, bold, etc. John is a talented player. Player is the noun that is being described by the word talented, right? So it describes the player. What is an adverb? Adverb is a word that can be describing either a verb or another adverb or an adjective. Let's take each of these cases. When an adverb describes a verb, John speaks softly. The verb is speaking, and the way somebody speaks, the way John speaks, is being described by the word softly. So it's an adverb. describes how he speaks. Now, when an adverb acts as something that describes an adverb, another adverb, John speaks very softly. Remember, we just said softly describes the way John speaks. And what is very doing? The word very is describing softly, right? So, very is an adverb describing another adverb. I hope you understand the distinction. One adverb describing another adverb. Now, here you have an adverb that describes an adjective. John is an exceptionally talented player. Exceptionally is describing how talented he is. So you have the noun player being described by the adjective talented, and then you have exceptionally describing the adjective talented. And so exceptionally acts as an adverb over there. See the sequencing. You have talented describing noun, adverb describing the adjective exceptionally talented. Now you come to conjunctions. What are conjunctions? These are words that are useful to put words together. Groups of words which become phrases and clauses. You want to link them all together to make more complex sentences, so you use conjunctions. For example, and, but, for, until, although, if, when, etc. There's such a list of these. So what are they used? Either to connect words with words, so you're linking words with words, or you could also link clauses with clauses, or you could also link phrases with clauses. So this brings us to the end of parts of speech. Interjections are just words like alas, eek, and things like that. They are not tested on the SAT, so we won't be going there.